couple of miles away, Charlotte is in Whitby again, investigating the Victorians' love affair with Jet. She's keen to find out what triggered the sudden surge of interest. She's arranged to meet Rebecca Tucker, a jeweller and restorer with W. Hammond, one of the town's oldest jet retailers.
So, why was it so popular in the 19th century? What happened suddenly?
One of the reasons is tourism, and the Victorians almost invented the idea of an annual holiday. And of course, the Victorians loved a souvenir to take back as well.
Right, yeah. So we've got some examples of souvenirs over here.
Yeah. So if you were a traveller on a budget, you may just want to buy a simple brooch, which would have an engraving of Whitby Abbey on it, or just the word Whitby itself. You could also get novelty items like a pencil holder, again engraved with Whitby.
Yes.
You could get something like this, which is a smoking pipe.
Oh, wow.
And you can see the carving on top, full of grapes and flowers and fruits and foliage, all carved into that, all done by hand. The techniques of working jet haven't changed greatly. We still hand polish everything ourselves on polishing wheels. We still carve the jet using the grinding wheels. The difference really is in the style.
And of course, we can't talk about Whitby Jet and the Victorians without referencing somewhere along the line the kind of mourning attire and their famous kind of mourning wear, which is what this is an example of here.
Yeah, Queen Victoria and Albert were great patrons of British craftsmanship and industry. But when Prince Albert did die quite suddenly in 1861, Victoria plunged herself into the deepest mourning. She actually chose Whitby Jet as her gemstone of choice to represent her feelings of loss at that time.
So then suddenly everybody took on these kind of mourning rituals, didn't they?
Everyone wanted to appear more associated with aristocracy, so they all wore jet to look like Victoria.
Because you've got some pictures in here, haven't you, of some Victorian ladies?
And we can just see the styles and some of the ways that they used to wear the jewellery. We've got children, and even on this picture here, we have two maids, and even they're wearing the jet jewellery. Yeah. And as you can see, not all of these ladies are actually in mourning. It was actually something that you could get, you know, for your sweetheart as well.
Oh, right.
It was a gemstone of fashion. It is a local gemstone, an organic gemstone. It's very, very rare, and it's got this fascinating history to go with it. So we need to give it back the glamour that it once had and that it deserves.
Whitby Jet flourished for 3/4 of the 19th century, a symbol both of the new industry of tourism and, ironically, of Queen Victoria's grief. Today, it's no longer mined, but the amount that actually falls out of the cliffs continues to keep the jet market buoyant. Join us in part 4 when we find the financial accounts of the Saltic Alum Works.